Morning, boozers. Well, today is the 6th of December, and that means that I've been 5 months sober. Well, that's quite something. So how has that affected me in the last month since I reported? Let's go through the good and the bad parts, shall we? Well, let's start with the good parts. Sorry, got to be optimistic. Number one, I haven't had a gout outbreak now for 2 months, ever since the end of the 3rd month, when mysteriously enough I was getting one gout outbreak after another, and I don't even drink, so what the hell's that all about? But in that report, I just turned a corner, and for months 4 and 5 I haven't had any gout outbreaks at all. Number two, the pains have gone, even my back. I still got stiffness in my spine, but that's going to be with me forever. That's what you get if you drop a Harley Davidson and try to pick it up. But I haven't had any sciatica since the end of the 3rd month. So, you know, knocking on wood there, that's a really good sign. Swollen ankles have gone. I can't really show you, but I may drop in a photo. But my ankles are now nice and girly and slender, as opposed to their almost constant swollen state when I was drinking. And you've got to be careful of swollen ankles, because it could be fluid retention, but it could also be chronic or congestive heart failure. It can also be liver disease, all sorts of nasty things. So anyway, that's gone. Nothing is a thing of the past, but that's where we stand right now. Exercise levels, well, they are back to normal, I would say. Today I went for my Bang Wad walk, which is 4 miles, and that's the 2nd time I've done that this week. And all the other days have been 3 miles or 2.5, 2 miles. So those are pretty normal levels now, and unlike before when I had no energy and I was dragging my sorry carcass around, now when I go for a walk, I'm kind of physically attacking it and going at it. So my energy levels are back up again and my strength is back up. So that is a very good sign. My sleep is much better now. That's got even better in this last month. Now I go to bed at about 11:30. And I go to sleep straight away and have really vivid dreams all night. I'm not saying they're nice dreams, but if you've led the life I have, and you're the sort of person that I am, your dreams are going to be pretty disturbing. But at least it's a sign of good sleep. And if I drink a lot of water during the evening, which I tend to do, then I have to get up a couple of times to go to the bathroom during the night. But when I get back to bed again, I go straight back off to sleep. So what about the bad things? Well, my weight, it's still 160 pounds, exactly the same as it was the last time I weighed myself, which was 4 months in. Dead nuts on. Haven't gained or lost a bloody ounce. So what's that all about? You know, I identified that I was eating too many pastries, so I knocked that on the head and replaced that with fruit. But my weight has plateaued, as it always does, at 160, and it refuses to drop any further. Now, whether it will drop in the future or not, I don't know, but I don't really know how to budget. I've had this before when it's plateaued and all of a sudden it dips, you know. So I'm still not below the glass floor of 159 pounds. So that's still to come. I touch wood that it does come. Blood pressure is a very bad thing. I was taking my blood pressure every day, and it was going down and down until it got down to a very normal level, you know. And then all of a sudden, for some mysterious reason, it started to go up and up. And in the end, it got really bad. And I began to distrust the blood pressure monitor. I've covered all this in my last ranting video. So I've got rid of that blood pressure monitor, and I've ordered another really high quality home measurement. So until that arrives, I'm not taking it anymore, because it's just stressing me out more. The more I get stressed out, the more my blood pressure goes up and whatever, you know. Talking about stress, a bad thing. Right now I'm really quite stressed out. I'm very irritable, and I don't know why. I can guess that some of it is due to impending threatened changes to visa renewals in this country, and other threatened issues from the Thai government like that. I'm not going to go into that again because I've already covered it. That might be doing it. I don't know, but I just find myself being quite irritable, and right now I don't know why. So I was looking at my Facebook page this couple of days ago, and this particular meme cropped up, and it really struck home to me, and I thought, hell, that is me. I might not look as bad as this, but that is definitely me. What they're saying here is you're doing all these things, abstaining from alcohol, the one thing left in your life that you really love, and modifying your diet and getting exercise and whatever to prolong your life. But you're now prolonging it into an area where you're just a weak old man. So what the hell am I doing this for anyway? Why don't I just go down the pub and get pissed and enjoy myself? Almost everyone else does. Well, that's why I kind of did the good and the bad things with this video, and weighing up the good versus the bad, I'm still in credit, because when I broke down, my health broke down last time, which forced me to give up drinking. I was in a pretty shocking state. I mean, I was at least 20 pounds heavier than I am now, even though I've plateaued. But I've still plateaued 20 pounds lighter than I was. I was crippled with gout. I was crippled with sciatica. My blood pressure was way too high. I mean, it still may be way too high now, but at least I'm doing something about it. And I couldn't really exercise anymore, not meaningfully anyway. So now I've got down to a decent weight. I look much better. I behave by and large much better. Even though I said I'm quite irritable, it's nowhere near what I was before. And I'm pain-free, knock on wood. So weighing that up against not being able to go down the pub on a day-to-day basis, I'm winning, and so I'm going to keep it up. But what I have pretty well decided is that come Christmas Eve, for that Christmas week, I'm going to have a few beers, and this is where I'll find out. It's a test for myself. This is where I'll find out if I'm an alcoholic or I'm just a normal guy with somewhat of a drinking problem. Because if I'm a normal guy with a drinking problem, come New Year's Day or the day after New Year's Day, I'll be able to stop again, and I will. But if I'm an alcoholic, I won't, and I'll just fall back into the pits of hell. I've got to find out, and I think I know the answer already, but I've got to find out. So that is my plan. And right now, I can't face a Christmas here on my own without being able to go down the pub and have a few beers and have a bottle of Barolo with my Christmas dinner, and sit and watch my favourite Christmas movies on the TV without some cheese and crackers and a glass of port. So that's my plan. Those of you that are following me, I'm sorry that I'm going to weaken, but what I intend to have that 8 days of the Christmas holiday drinking, not going completely overboard, obviously, don't want to do that. Then after that, I will add 8 days onto the time that I report that I'm 6 months sober. I know it's a bit of a cheat, but that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, there we have it. That's where I stand, 5 months in. And by the time I have my first beer on Christmas Eve, it'll be more than 5.5 months. So not bad so far. Cheerio.